So in today's lesson, we are going to be taking a look at where we're going to place the first digit of the quotient, and we're going to use this by using number sense and estimation. So on page 269, you have three buckets. You have a one-digit quotient, you have a two-digit quotient, and you have a three-digit quotient bucket. We're going to take a look at the different problems on that page, and we're going to see where those different quotients belong. And so the first problem that I'm going to take a look at is I'm going to take a look at 615 divided by 15. And so when I use estimation, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take 15 and I'm going to say that 15 times 10, which would be a two-digit quotient because it's the tens place value, is going to be 150, and 15 times 100, which would be a three-digit quotient, would be 1,500. And then a one-digit quotient would be 15 times 1. It would belong in the ones place value. Well, I know that 15 is not going to go into 615 with the first value in the ones place. So when I look at this, my value for 615 lives in between 150 and 1,500. So because it's between 15 times 10 and 15 times 100, it's less than 15 times 100, but greater than 15 times 10. It is going to have a two-digit quotient. So 615 divided by 15 is going to have a two-digit quotient. Okay? The next one that I'm going to take a look at is I'm going to take a look at, let me do some erasing real quick. I'm going to take a look at the next value, which was 8,589 divided by 21. So I have 8,000, I'll write it over here, 529, and I'm going to divide that by, 89, and I'm going to divide that by 21. So if I do the same thing where I do 210 times 10, 21 times 10 is going to be 210. 21 times 100 is going to be 2,100. And then 21 times 1,000 is going to be 21,000. Okay, so 8,589 is going to live in between these two values. So because it lives between those two values, it's going to be a three-digit quotient. So it's going to live over here with a three-digit quotient. Okay, because I have to divide it into three different values. The next one that I'm going to take a look at using my estimation skills is I'm going to just go right up to the next one for 360. Put you right here, 360 divided by 45. So 360 divided by 45, 45 times 10 is going to be 450. So 45 times 10 is going to be 450. 450 is larger than 360, so it can't go in there as a two-digit quotient. This is actually going to be a one-digit quotient because the value is going to be less than 10. Okay, the next one I'm going to take a look at is going to be 4,945 divided by 23. So when I take a look at 4,925, I'm going to use the strategy that I had here. Here I had a two-digit divisor divided into a four-digit divisor. And when I had a two-digit divisor that I divided into a four-digit divisor, it gave me a three-digit quotient. Okay, I now have 4,674 divided by 82. And again, I'm in that same situation where I have a four-digit quotient divided by a two-digit divisor. It's going to give me a three-digit quotient. The next one that I have is I'm going to have 88,000 or 8,827 divided by 91. 4-digit quotient, 2-digit divisor, using that number sense, 3-digit quotient. And then my last value, 7,752 divided by 76. It's going to be a 3-digit quotient as well. All right, go ahead and flip the page and let's take a look at how we're going to decide. So it says Jake works at a flower shop. The shop just received a delivery of 2,535 roses. Jake divides that number by 12 to find the number of bouquets he can make. Where should he place the digit of the quotient? So if I were to put this in the box, what they're asking is, what number does that first value go above? Does it go above the 2? Does it go above the 5? Does it go above the 3? Does it go above the other 5? So I'm going to show you this 2 ways. I'm going to do estimation, and then I'm going to show you how I use it with number sense. You're going to pick the method that works better for you. So I'm going to start by doing 12 times 10. That's going to be 120. And then I'm going to do 12 times 100, which is going to be 1,200. And then if I did 12 times 1,000, that's going to be 12,000. So I look at where this number lives, 2,535, between the 3 multiples of, or the 3 powers of 10. It's not in between 10 and 100. It lives in between this value right here. So because it lives in between that value right there, my quotient fraction. So because it's between the 2,535 is between 12 times 100 and 12 times 1,000, it is going to start in above the 5. It's going to be a 3-digit quotient, so it's going to live here. Okay, so it's going to have 3 digits. The other way that I like to work at it is I like to look at my number sense. I first start by looking at 12, and I go into each of the different values. So I look in to see, is 12 able to go into 2? My answer is no. So because 12 is not able to go into 2, I have to come over here and I have to look at the next number. So I look at, can 12 go into 25? Yes, 12 can go into 25. So this is where I'm going to place my first digit. And so it's going to be a 3-digit quotient. Okay, so either method, you can use estimation or you can use number sense to help you determine where to place the decimal. I personally find this one to be an easier method, but if you like the estimation and seeing where it goes, by all means use that one. I'll continue to do both. Okay, if we look at this, and we look at our look back, it says, since the quotient is between 100 and 1,000, of 12 times 100 and 1,000, can Jake make at least 100 bouquets? Yes, it's a 3-digit quotient. Jake can make at least at least 100 bouquets. So, sorry for the interruption again. So I can make 100 bouquets because I have a 3-digit quotient, but I cannot make 1,000 bouquets because 12 was not able to go into 2. All right, go ahead and take a look at your guided practice. So my next example that I have that I'm going to do is I have 4,108 divided by 80. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set it up into the box because I like to have that box as the visual representation so I can see it, so I can use my place value to help me with that. But I'm going to do 80 times 10 is going to give me 800. 80 times 100 is going to give me 8,000. And 80 times 1,000 is going to give me 80,000. So I need to see, if using estimation, where 4,108 fits. So 4,108 fits, it's going to fit in between 800 and 8,000. So because it fits in between 800 and 8,000, the first digit is going to be in that tens place value. Okay, so it's going to live right here. But when I look at my number sense, so if I'm going to go do number sense, so there's my estimation. If I look at the number sense, I'm going to do 80, and I look, 80 can't go into 4. 80 is not able to go into 41. 80 is able to go into 410. So that's where I need to place my first number, and then I will have a 2-digit divisor. If I place my first number here, so let's say that my first value goes here, what that's saying is it's saying you're telling you and whoever else is looking at the problem that 80 goes into 4 that many number of times, which isn't true. 80 can't go into 4 unless we're looking at fractions, which we're not. We're looking at whole numbers. And 80 is not able to go into 41. 41 is smaller than 80. So my first value is going to be 410. And so that's where I'm going to place my divisor. All right. So I have my next one. I have 3,710 divided by 18. And they've already given us this. So I have 18 times 10. I have 18 times 100, and I have 18 times 1,000. So I'm going to do my estimation first. So I have 180, I have 1,800, and I have 18,000. Okay, so when I do my comparison and I see where 3,710 lives, 3,710 lives in between 180. Oh, no, it does not. Ooh, does not live between 180 and 1,800. Try that again. It lives between 1,800 and 18,000. So because it's between these two values, I am going to have a 3-digit quotient. So it's going to be my answer is going to be in the hundreds place. Okay. If I take a look at my other way where I use never since, so I have 18 and I'm going to divide that into 3,710. 18 is not able to go into 3. Take a look, my next value is going to be 37. 18 can go into 37. So my first value, or where I place my first number, is going to be above the 7. That's the hundreds place. Okay. If we take a look at the next one, so I'm not doing any multiplication. You'll notice that I'm not doing of course I'm not doing multiplication. I'm not doing any division. So I have 4,632. This one I'm just going to use my number sense so you guys can see that one. Take a look. 15 is not able to go into 4. 15, however, can go into 46. So I'm going to put my first value in the hundreds place. So that's how I would answer problem number 2. Okay, so it's going to go in the hundreds place. My next one that I'm going to take a look at is I have 3,332, and I'm dividing that by 30. So if I look here, 30 is not able to go into 3. 30 can, however, go into 33. So the first place I'm going to put it is in my hundreds place. And so I will have a 3-digit quotient. Okay. The next one I'm going to take a look at is I have 1,013, and I'm dividing that by 25. 25 is not able to go into 1. 25 is not able to go into 10. But 25 can go into 101. So this is where I'm going to place my first value. If you take a look, I'm placed my first digit in the tens place value. And then the last one that I'm going to do is I have 40 divided into 916. And I do the same thing. I look at 40 is not able to go to 9. 40, however, can go into 91. So the first place I'm going to place it is my tens place value. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing. You are going to do all of your independent practice. So you're going to do 6 through 14. You're just telling me the place value you're going to do on 9 through 14, and then you're shading in on 6 through 8. And then you're going to work on your mathematics and problem solving on the backside. So using that number sense to help you, or if you need to write the estimation out, write the estimations out.